slipping into the shadows of the night, waiting for the darkness to arrive.
Guys, happy Tuesday morning to you all. Welcome along to this special first look stream for the newly released Pmdg 737-700 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And also we're going to celebrate this release and also my 37th birthday as well. So what a time to stream nice and early on a Tuesday morning, 10 to 9 here in the UK in the morning. And we're going to have a look at this plane in depth, and we're going to take it for its inaugural 2.5 hour flight from my hometown in Newcastle down to where I lived for 7 years down in Mallorca. So there is, as you can see, in all of its glory, we have the nice TUI livery on it. There it is, the 737-700 from Pmdg, released last night at about 10 past 10 UK time. And yeah, it took a little while to get activation codes all sorted out, but in the end, There it is. It is some aircraft. Look at that. Microsoft Flight Simulator has taken a step up. This is the way it's going. MSFS will probably become now my primary flight sim. This is some aircraft, guys. Look at it. Deliveries are all out. These are all out on flightsim.to. They're ready. This is ORBX Central from Newcastle as well. But guys, look at the 737. It is absolutely awesome. You can see the texture on the wings everywhere. It is just a stunning piece of engineering. Look at this. I'm so excited. I have not flown this yet, guys, so you are seeing this as I fly it for the first time as well. Now, I've flown the 737 Zebo mod a few times in X-Plane, but I have not flown this mod at all. I've not even powered it up. I've not even done anything to it. So as you see it, this is as it is, straight as it's been installed into my simulator. But yeah, this is pretty cool. The engines, and you can see, as you would expect, all the texturing from Pmdg is absolutely on point. You cannot complain at this at all. Even the textures on the tail fin. This is super cool. Just whiz around this way. Look at the wings. Engines. If we nip underneath the engines, we can have a quick look at the exhaust, wheels, landing gear. Look like you can even see up into the wheel wells as well, all modelled and extremely cool. Like I said, I waited up till it got released last night. By the time we got it downloaded and installed, I was hoping to stream it last night, but yeah, it took so long for the activation code to come through from Pmdg that it got towards midnight last night. And I thought, well, I'm just going to leave it to download overnight and we'll come back in the morning. The APU exhaust. Pretty cool. And like I said, the texture over the wings, just as you'd expect from Pmdg. And look at that. Super cool. So we are in the TUI livery 737. We are going to go jump in the flight deck in a minute, get it set up. It's completely cold and dark. Nothing is turned on. And we're going to go have a look at that. We can go. I think we can go into the cabin as well. I think it's got a fully modelled cabin. Let's go and if we can whiz through here. Yeah, there we go. A fully modified cabin, or model cabin even. Oop. My drone seems to be a little bit sensitive this morning. But yeah, we'll have a look at that a bit later on in the flight as well. But there we are. Pretty cool. Like I said, we are in Newcastle. This is my hometown. So we are going to take it down to Mallorca and see how it handles on its first flight out. So what we'll do, we'll jump in the flight deck and we'll go and see what it's all about in there as well. So let's nip there out the full screen. And there we are. We are here. Finally in the flight deck that everyone's waited for so long in MSFS. Here it is. It is pretty cool. The frame issues is not the aircraft, that is the scenery that I've got loaded in, causing a little bit of lag there. Yeah, here we go. So I reckon we'll jump down. Should we go and get some ground power connected and let's get these things started up and see what happens. We go here. I think we're going to Pmdg setup, aircraft. Not that one actually. Options, simulation. You get all the options. There's loads of them in here as well. I haven't fully explored them all, but I have set them up to a couple of bits and bobs. Like we got it back from pounds into kilos, and we have the IRSs and that's set up to display. You can change the MCP type from the Honeywell to the Collins as well. So by clicking, they swap over depending on which one you prefer. I quite like the Collins one, to be fair, so I'm going to leave it like that. 15 pages of options in here. We've got company cost indexing set the alternate minimum runway length even. You can get your call outs for your V1, bank angle call outs, approaching minimums call, minimums. You can turn those on and off. Your call outs for your GPWS at 2,500 feet, 1,000 feet as you're about to land. Airspeed low warnings. ETOPS, yes, we've got dual battery and ETOPS cargo fire system you can have in. And you can change all the defaults, acceleration altitude, thrust reduction altitude, and the cutback altitude as well, and transition altitude, which here in Europe is roughly around 6,000 feet. So I'm going to pop that in 6,000. There we go. And we've got default in there as well. Yo, AirDog, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along, mate. And yeah, here we go. You can do all kinds of stuff. You got the ISFS analog RMI. You got HSGS installed if you want it. You can have a yaw damper gauge too. You can have whatever brake package, carbon or steel. LED lighting for the external lights, cabin layouts, air stairs you can have installed or not installed depending on what you're flying as. Dude, I'm awesome, yes. I'm very, very excited to give this a flight. Very excited. What else have we got? Displays. You can change how your flight directors are. You can have single queue or split axis. Ground speed display, obviously your VREF plus 20 bug. RYZEN runways, PFD, ND, NPS, pitch limit. All this stuff is in the FMC. Landing altitude barrow, 2,500 feet height alert. You name it, it's got it. AirDog, I've not even flown, I've not even started up yet. This is the first time I'm looking at it properly now. So I thought I'm going to stream. We'll stream the look around, and then we're going to stream a flight as well. So we do engine side-by-side step displacement. We've got oil quantity indicator. Cheers, dude. Yes, 37 years of me now today. Weight, obviously, in kilos. And then you have brake temperature indicators, all that kind of good stuff. Low fuel alert below 900 kilos. All kinds of stuff. You can load in failures, you can load original states, you can go back to do all kinds of good stuff. Panel state, so if you don't want to load it cold and dark, you can go and have it at approach, on the apron, climb, cold and dark, in the cruise, on final, in the hangar, on the runway, or out to taxi. Any one of those, you hit that, hit execute, and it'll load the airplane up into its whatever state you chose. So I got it in cold and dark, so I like to set it up from the beginning. So yeah, we can go here. So in the FS actions, we've got fuel, payload, stores, pushback, ground services. We can go and let's go and request a ground power. Air stair unit, we can have air conditioning units. What else we got? Potable water, lavatory request, maintenance van, fuel truck. Actually, let's when we do that, maybe when we're in here, let's load the fuel in. Where's the fuel? Fuel for this flight, we're going to need 8.5. Let's take 10 tons of fuel. Should be able to type that in. 10 tons, that can go in there. Good stuff. We'll request a fuel truck. Fuel truck's arriving. We'll get it started fueling up, and then that way we have the fuel ready for our trip shortly. So I'm not entirely sure how my Thrustmaster Throttle Quadrant will work with this. I have had a little play around with the throttle settings and stuff. Yo, Mav, welcome, buddy. Let's have a quick look. Can we open the cockpit window? Doesn't look like it, no. Nothing there to move it around or do anything with. There's no click point anywhere on here. Unless we can find it in the options, perhaps, but apart from that, I don't think there's anything to open them with. So the fuel truck's attaching, we'll wait for that to get going and we'll get some fuel. Nice, 10 tons of motion lotion get into this plane, there we go. Let's start the fueling. We'll let that do whatever it's doing. So yeah, we can get a maintenance van if we've got an issue. What else can we get? Passengers, we may as well put them on for the flight as well, or get them in the in here. So look, how many passengers have we got? Where have we got? Passengers. Why is SimBrief generated in this kind of flight plan? It's normally in the Lido. format. Let's have a look. Where are the passengers on here? I want to regenerate that. It's not even done it in the right format, has it? Edit flight plan. Yeah, it's got Lido in there. Oh, easy, that's right. Right, let's just do that. Do it again, then we'll find out how many passengers we've got. And we'll go and get them in as well. There we go, that's a bit better. Let's have a look. Right, here we are. Passengers should just be down. Yeah. Passengers we have 139. There we go. That's a bit better. 139. We'll pop them in. Reduce it to 128. We can have. Fair enough, and then we can get the stairs. We've got jetway inhibited at the minute. We can start boarding. Forward galley request. Aft galley request is all there as well. We can get the loader. We can get 2.6 tons of cargo in there. Forward carts, aft, and all that good stuff as well. And we do have some external power. So there we are. There's a little look through the systems. Let's jump on the overhead. We should have external power available. So let's go and get the battery on. That will help. And we have GPU on the bus. And let's just turn on the electronic hydraulic pumps as well. And we can go ahead and align the IRSs from up here. There you go. Oop. To nav, right, let them do their stuff while we go down here and have a look around. So parking brake is on, obviously. So these thrust levers. So I've got the, as you can see, that's a bit wonky, isn't it? The Thrustmaster TCA Throttle Quadrant. So I'm not entirely sure how these will work with this. I've not been able to find any settings of how to change them. So we should just be able to move them up and down. And we should get a takeoff config check when we get the plane started on. So they do go up and back down. Reverses. Oh, they do seem to work. Let's have a look. Not quite. Maybe they'll work when we get some more power to the engine, to the aircraft. Let's have a look. Have that, and then we can. Yo, Air Dog buddy, $6.16 tip. Thank you, mate. Thank you ever so much for that. Always great to have you in the stream, Air Dog, and thank you ever so much.
This is the minimum for all the help I got from you.
No worries, buddy. Thank you ever so much for that. Thank you, Air Dog. Always great to have you in the stream. And thank you for your support as well. And thank you for the happy birthday as well, dude. Thank you. It means a great lot to me, that does. So there we are. We got some stuff fired up. There we are. So the fuel is going in. 12.9 tons apparently in there. However, we took 10, didn't we? Let's have a quick look. FS actions, fuel. 12.9 kilos. We did, I'm sure we asked for only 10 tons. However, that's active. Let's have a quick look. Fuel truck. Start fueling. Oh, we've got 12.9. The target was 10 tons. Oh, well, that'll do. In case we actually muck it up a bit later on. But we can go back into here. We've got a valid air back until the 19th of May 2022. We'll go and put some position units in. Let's just see how they work out. So we're in Newcastle, Echo Golf November Tango, which is our airport reference. We're at gate number, what gate are we at? Number 10. Gate 10. And we'll nip down the next page. We'll grab GPS left. And we'll go and set that as the IRS. Which is good. So, routing. There we are. We've got our primary flight display is up. And here's our nav display now with our good stuff. And we've got it over on the FO side as well. So let's go and start off in Echo Golf November Tango, and we'll head down to Palma de Mallorca, which is Lepa, and we're going to go off runway 25 in Newcastle. Let's just put some stuff in and have a look at the flight plan and see what we are going to do with this. Could be quite good fun actually. Where's our routing? So Newcastle, Gurley 1 Yankee departure and runway 25. Air Dog, we are using, I'll show you, dude. We are TUI. TUI Relops. This flight left Newcastle at 6 AM this morning, so we're going to fly it down just after them. But all of these guys, if you are watching and you... Oh, actually, the overlay's gone to shit on the top, hasn't it? They're all available on flightsim.to as well. If you type in the 737 and look under the Pmdg option, you'll find a load of departures. A load of liveries added on, as well as the ones that come in the Pmdg Operations Centre as well, which I can show you very soon. Grab this flight plan a second, and we'll just update that overlay. There's it gone. It is girly all the way down to there. Just copy that. There we go. We're not going to be Gulfair, we're going to be TUI, and we are Tom. 1, 2. This is the actual flight number and call sign from today's flight as well, that went down to Palma. So we are, where's our flight number? 1232. 1232. Cruise altitude, what we're going to be flying at today. Should have really checked that beforehand, shouldn't I? 370 for the cruise. 370, transition altitude 6, and we are a Boeing 737-700. There we are. Good stuff. That should have updated that on the screen now. Cool. Variant Ryanair have the 737-800, don't they? I think, have they got a couple of 700s as well? That is also included in the Pmdg Operations Centre. If I open this up. So if you guys do go buy this, it is on sale for $69.99 USD. Until they release the 737-800, then I believe it's going back up to $74 or $75. But once you do get it, you will get the Pmdg Operations Centre. You'll know this if you've got the ones for Prepared 3D and other flight simulators. You'll get this with your... This is how you install the aircraft. You get all of the good stuff in simulator. Pmdg 737, the variant that we got installed at the minute. So it does come with the 700, the BBJ and the BDFS as well. So you can just flip between them. And here, all of these liveries come with the Pmdg Operations Centre. So you got Gol, you got KLM, you got Luxair, Lucky Air, Olympic, and you got Scandinavian. Ryanair also comes in, so they must have they got a BW version of the 737. 700, we've got Smart Wings, Southwest, Sterling, United, WestJet, Virgin Blue, which is Australian, and WestJet as well. Yes, you do get the freighter. That's the freighter there, isn't it? 700 freighter. Alaska Cargo, Olympic, and SpiceJet Cargo too. So you literally just hit install through this, and away it goes, and it does all of its good stuff for you. If you want third-party liveries from flightsim.to, like this TUI livery, if you go to the liveries an aircraft kind of operations centre, all the liveries come from, they're a PT file, so they aren't drag and drop. You do need to download. So if I show you on here, what do we have? Flightsim.to. So we go flightsim.to just here, and then you can just type in 737, for example, and then we can go to all categories. Just type in Pmdg. It has its own section on here already, and we hit search, and there we go. These are all the currently freeware liveries on flightsim.to for the Pmdg 737. And as you would think, you just click on them, download them, and they do come like as a PT. Is it PTP file? Yeah, PTP file, which you press install from PTP. Find out wherever you dropped it, which for me was here. And there's your PTP file. Hit open, and it then just gets dropped into delivery centre on the Pmdg ops, which is quite cool and very easy to do. Does Msfs have implemented freight loader? No, so Pmdg include that AirDog. So if you go into load freight in, you will get a freight loader come up to the aircraft and start putting stuff in, and you will physically see the you'll see the crates go into the aircraft as well. If you look inside the cargo hold, you'll see each individual crate go in as it goes up. There's the fuel truck doing its stuff for us. So you can see it's Pmdg jet fuel. So they have all of their ground services with this as well. You can see it's pretty well modelled. Look at that. Do the numbers go up? No, 414 on there. I thought they might increase. Yeah, there we go. So, pretty good stuff. Pretty good. Anything else we want to be looking at the moment? So, fuel is going in. We've got 12.9 tons. We can get rid of him in a minute. And the flight plan we were doing is the... Let's have a look. Gurley 1 Yankee off runway 25. Runway 25, Gurley 1 Yankee. And now if we go down to route, which is good, we can activate that if we want to. Let's just activate, execute, so we don't forget. And there we are, Gurley 1 Yankee to Gurley. And then the rest of the flight plan, we're going to bang in from our sim brief flight plan. So from Gurley, where we're going to head to, we're going to take the Papa 1A airway. So if we go and get in Papa 1A, that's going to take us to Gasco. Quite a long flight plan, so we're going to type it in now and get out of the way. Gasco, brush, and then from Gasco to Papa 16 to Ribble. This is so nice. Ribble, from Ribble is the upper 16. Upper 16 to Croft. And then from Cross we're taking the upper Lima 612. That's going to take us down to Midhurst, just around the London area. And then from Midhurst, we're going to head on the Lima 151. Most likely down to Sitet, which it is. Sitet. And then the Upper November 859. Upper November 859 to Sophill. From Sophill direct to Ballon. 46 north east, yes, that'll be the one we want. Top one to Ballon, then direct to Evpoc. From Evpoc, we're going direct to Narek. From Narek, like I said, quite long flight plan. We're going direct to Golf Alpha India. The VOR, which will be this one, which is the French one, obviously. Then we're going to go to Lombra. From Lombra, direct to Rokan. A lot of directs in this flight plan this afternoon, or this morning. Direct to Ibrap. Direct Ibrap. Then the Upper November 13. And we're going to leave there at Lores. Lores being the start of the arrival into Mallorca. If it's worth it, you'll certainly buy it. Yeah, to be honest, like I said, well, watch this stream, Airdog. I think so far, from what I've seen, I'm going to execute that so we don't do anything dodgy to it. Arrivals into Palma. It's going to be runway 24 left. And the Lores. What's the Lores? What we're doing? Lores 1 kilo. Right, that will go via Bavum. Select, execute, and there is our flight plan. Should all be in. Let's go and have a quick look through it, make sure it makes a bit of sense. Open up here, plan. Let's bring that back to 5 miles so we can see what we're doing. Here we are, parked up. And if we go and step through these legs. Down to Gurley, Tilney. Gasco across towards Manchester. There's Manchester with Croft and Manchester Barton. Down to Lovell Listo, Honolly, just towards north of Birmingham. And then we come down to Midhurst, which is London area. From Midhurst down to Drake, Sitet, out in the English Channel. Etretat, Dover, Soprat Benard, which is in France now, to Vanad, Amboise, Sophill, Ballon, Evpoc, Narak, Lombra, Rokan, Ibrap, Lukev. Lores there to start the arrival, Posver, and there's Palenza, and then we've got discontinuity there as well. Let's go and grab Bavum, bang it in, execute. We'll just keep going through that now, make sure it looks right. Lores, Posver, fathom. And there we are, into the final fix, into 2.4. And I believe it does also have the go around also coded in as well. Awesome stuff. Look at that. Use water and RAM as well. Oh, nice. In that case, an AirDog, you'll have you got that up to about 32 gig now, have you? So that is that sorted out. What else do you have to look at? Can have it in with the mileage rings, or you can turn it off and just have it nice and plain. I quite like it like that. Here is our let's have a look down here. The TCAS and pedestal. As you can imagine, we can brighten up the floodlights on there as well. I wonder if my radio panel will work with this. 1, 2, 4. We should just be able to, if I use the radio panel now, we should just be able to change the, yes it does work. Perfect. How cool is that? Brighten that up. There's our TCAS. It's currently, should be on standby, I thought by now. AirDog, me too, buddy, me too. Like I said, I'm not going to go fast through it. We're going to have a look at, just going to go through it step by step and just crack on. We got all day because my boys are at school. I don't get them till 3 o'clock, so it's only 9:20 now. So we'll do everything that we can. Have a look. We should be able to do the fault fire test and stuff like that as well. So have a look at that. I might need to go and get the APU up and running on the overhead. Let's go and do that. So we've got external power. Let's go and get the fuel pumps to come on. And we're going to get some of this stuff on. What else we need to do? Your damper can come on now. Have a look, we can have the seatbelt signs on because we've got the fuel on board. Actually, we're going to get the passengers in a minute. Cool, we'll arm the emergency lights. And cruising flight level 370 this morning on this TUI service down to Mallorca. 370. The landing altitude is about sea level, put 100 feet in for now. The packs are off, bleeds are on, we get APU bleed on, I believe, for now, and we can go and let's see if we can start up this APU and get it going. So on, start, we should get low pressure, hopefully. Somebody just see it if I've done this right, actually. Do that. There we are, there's low pressure. APU should be starting itself up in a second. Position lights on. Put that on as well. Yeah, it's all compared to the Zebo mod. The graphics in this obviously being MSFS graphics as something else. Got the APU up and running now. It should be. There it is. APU's up. So we're now on APU power. We can go and get the APU on the bus or something like that, as they say. I'm not sure. That'll do for now. Anyway, so one thing I haven't found out, I've figured out yet. Let's just turn these up a bit. Is whether, I don't know if you noticed in the Zebo mod, you get the takeoff speeds. We go back to menu, FMC, init ref. We need to go and do the gross weight and CG. So you normally can just click these and stuff happens. Can you do it in this one? No, you can't. So go and sort out a bit of this. 6,000. Cruising 370. We do know that. That can go in. Cruise wind. Where is the flight plan? Here it is. So cruise wind. We'll take the average cruise wind. It's 302 at 36. 302 at 36. And our gross weight CG planned fuel is well, we've got 12.9, haven't we? So let's just we'll pop that in. 12.9. Zero fuel weight should be on this flight plan. Yeah, let's have a look. Estimate zero fuel weight. It's going to be 52.6. 52.6. Oh, there we go. And our reserves for this is going to be 2.4 tons. Alternate across to Barcelona. 2.4 cost index Putting that at 15. Let's just put in 35. I think that'd be better for now. We can execute that. And N1 limits. So 24k, N1 is 93.7. Let's just leave it as that for this takeoff. We'll keep that. And we'll do flat 5 takeoff. CG, we need to go and grab that as well. How does that go in? 21.9. Ah, cool. So trim is 6.1 down. Let's go and set that trim. So this goes slowly for now. Once you put the aircraft engines on, the trim wheel does speed up. There's 5. There's 6. 6.1. Somewhere about there. There we go. That's the trim set. And we can get the QRH 131, 134, 141 for the VR speeds. Let's accept them. Take away 65.5. Our flight plan is giving us 63.4. So yeah, pretty much right. Runway 25 is what we're taking for our departure. So that is done. Takeoff, approach, offset, nav center, alternate destination is going to be Barcelona. So we're going to pop that in LEBL. Barcelona. Good to leave that there. Pretty cool. And I think done that. Go back. Let's go through all these. Position is all done. Perfect. We've done that. We've got our cruise weight. That's our cruise level. The wind's in. That's going to be rather chilly outside. 6,000 feet transition altitude reserves. 2.4. Takeoff. We've got flat 5. We've got 93.7 on N1 for our takeoff. CG 21.9 with a trim of 6.1. And there's our V speeds. That's the approach. And that is that. Maintenance. We'll do all that. Let's go and release the fuel truck. Let's see if we can get some passengers on as well. No. Not that one. FS Action, ground services. We'll release. We'll keep the ground power for now. Let's release him. He's detaching. Go and see if we can see him getting out of the way. There he is. He's now detached from our lovely plane. And I reckon we'll let's go and get some lights on now. We can get passengers. Next page. Passengers. Start boarding. Ah, jetway. We need to go and open some doors, don't we? That'll be useful. Doors. Left door open. Entry left. That can open as well. So we should see those coming to life. There we are. And we can go and get some. Oops. Go and get some air stairs for them to come in, because obviously this won't let you board passengers unless you do stuff properly. Good stuff. That's all done. And what else we're doing? Doors are open, ground services, and then here to where are the passengers again? There we are. Now the doors are open. Passengers can now start boarding. There we go. And we could also request the cabin to be cleaned if we wanted to as well. Just that is sorted out. Engine low pressure, which is good. Let's go and have a look on here. So when that's the passengers are loaded, we can go and set up our departure. Stop altitude is going to be 8,000 feet initially on this climb out. Stop is 8,000. Arm L nav. Actually, no, flight director's on first before we do any of that stuff. And then I'm sure if we press L nav, it should come to life. There it is. And the courses, and we're going to put our V2 speed in here, I believe. Menu. Takeoff. V2 is 141. Not sure why you put that in there. I would try that in the, what you call it? Oh, I've forgotten now. The MD80. And then they say set V2, but then some people say set your 250 knots below 10,000 feet as well. So we'll put in the V2 speed. If anyone knows any different, then you can let me know. But I think that's what you do in the Boeing. So that is set. Let's get the courses. Actually, runway heading for this departure will be. Let's go and grab the shot. Airport info. There we are. Have a look. Runway heading 25 is 246 degrees. We'll set the course as 246 as well. I'm going to set move this side. (246) is set. That looks good. We've got flight director on. Can we arm the order throttle yet? Yeah, probably. That's a good idea. 12.9 tons of fuel. That's all looking good. Just the electric on there. Let's go and do a light test. We should be able to do this. There we go. See, all the lights are lit up on the overhead. That all looks pretty good. Can stop that. Auto brake to RTO. We'll reset the fuel flow. And what else can we do? Just while we wait for those passengers to get on, and then we should be good to try and do some other stuff like getting out the way. Looks like they're already boarded now, passengers. Oh, that's good. Cool. Time 9:30. Right, now a bit more. That's better. And right then, but I think, have we done everything? Have we done everything? There is a checklist. Is it, where is the checklist? I'm going to try and have a look. Let's just see if we've done everything. We've done everything right. Let's have a quick look. I'm going to quickly download this checklist and have a look. Because why not? If we're going to do it properly on this first flight out, let's do it properly with a checklist. Right, doors can go and be closed up. Closed. We can do pushback. Pushback is quite cool. You can do pushback manually where you use your flight control stick, either your yoke or your Boeing or your side stick. You push forward to make it go forward, and you can steer it left and right, and as well. Quite cool. So, right, we have a checklist here. This is by British Av Geek, I believe, which is quite cool. So, pre-flight, we've done that. We've got parking brake set, battery and standby power on, auto, guard closed. Emergency lights have been auto and the guard is closed. Ground power is confirmed and connected. Lights are required. IRSs have been set to nav, which they have. Warning, caution, fire oxygen tests are completed. Passenger signs are on. Electric hydraulic pumps are on. Yaw damper are now on. Window heat's on. Left aft fuel pump on. APU start, bleed on. APU start, bleed is on. APU gens on and generating power. How to do that? Is that one? On and generating power. Packs are auto. Let's just jump back in the proper view here. Packs are. Let's have a look. Packs auto. There we go. Packs are auto. Isolation valve is open, which it is. So set FMC and obtain clearance altimeter, which we have set. I think have I set that to the QNH? Just going to do that. Put that back into there. Quickly press B. 1007, which is set. Transponder is set. We're leaving that how it is. Fueling, loading, and boarding is all completed. Takeoff data we've set in the FMC of. Let's go here. There are takeoff data is set 131, 134, 141. cruise altitude pressure panel, we set that at flight level 370 on the overhead. There's 370 set. MCP we set with 141 and the heading bugs, and the altitude is set. Flight directors are on. Radio frequencies are set. Doors closed. Ground equipment clear. Chocks away. Request push and start clearance. Anti-collision light to come on. Anti-collision's on. And with that, we get ready for engine start once we've done our pushback. So, according to that checklist, we are good to get ourselves going, I think. So let's, I'm going to stop the music so we can hear the engine start, because the sound on this is something else as well. Where's the flight simulator? There it is. So I'm going to whack the sound right up, and we're going to go and pre-plan our pushback. Hopefully this will work, which it should. So we'll have one just there. Only way out this way of Newcastle, we have to go to this way. One there. And we'll go back. Put one there. Something like that. And we'll request pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
And get rid of that.
This is ground. Stand by.
There comes the tug. All the doors are closed. Everything has been removed. I'm going to turn my headphone volume up because I want to hear all of these awesome sounds. What we'll do, we'll start the engines up, but we'll do it from an outside view, and then we can hear what is going on. Pretty cool. Right, when that tug connects, guys, I'm going to quickly just go and grab a drink because I've forgotten to get a coffee.
Okay, sir. The bypass
And
unit is installed.
because I was that excited to fire this,
all ground equipment is removed.
I got the coffee machine out and everything else, and I forgot to make it. So
You may lift.
we'll let the ground crew do that.
Brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
I'm going to leave that there for you, and I'm going to be right.
We are cleared for start and push. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake. 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 Please release parking brake.
Guys, sorry about that. My wife had put the coffee machine away, so I've stuck with the Pepsi Max for now. Anyway, so we've got the tug connected.
Parking brakes
Let's
are
just-
released.
Are they?
Commencing pushback.
Oh, there we are, they are released.
Start the engines in sequence.
Right then, hopefully,
It will
if we
start
nip
in
up
the
here,
sequence.
and we set the left engine first, let's put that to ground, we should get start valve open, which it is. And we should hopefully get... what, I've forgotten. Turn the packs off. Packs need to be off for this. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Let's just see. I think the sim may have crashed. Fingers crossed it hasn't. May have done one too many things. Oh no, there we go. Sim hasn't crashed. There we go. We got N2 at 20%. We're going to go and chuck some fuel in and see what happens. 20% fuel's going in. We should have fuel flow. Oil pressure rising and fuel flow. N1. Look at that. We've got an engine starting. Guys, let's nip outside and hear it. Oh, what the hell's happening here? What's happened there? That's quite interesting. Well, there we are. We have a good start on engine number 2. Let's go and start engine number 1, and hopefully we'll get put back on the ground when they drop us down. Let's look for some oil pressure. There's N2. Oil pressure's rising. And 20%. Chuck in the fuel. EGT. N1. Yeah, that's some not quite right there, obviously. EGT M1, so we've got a good start, getting a good start on engine number 1 as well. That's slightly concerning. Let's hope that they lower us back down. Know where that's a little bug with the pushback toolbar thing. So I'm hoping once we put the parking brake on, we are going to get our nose back on the ground. Because that is not doing any good for our undercarriage there, is it? Quite interesting. So anyway, good start on engine number 1 as well. Good stuff. So I think what we can do is nip back up here.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Let's hope he'll put us back on the ground. Parking brake.
Parking brake set. Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Let's hope he lowers us back down to where we need to be. So after we start the engine, where's this checklist gone?
Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
There we go.
Roger.
So fuel pumps on as required. We have all of those on. We've done the packs off. Ignition mode selector.
Holding position, waiting for the visual.
Engine 2, the ground, we got that 20% N1 with fuel went in. After engine start will be, let's have a look. Let's repeat for engine 1 when stable. And then we go to, let's have a quick look where we have to. Wing anti-ice. As required, it's going to be off. Engines 1 and 2 bleeds on. Where they are. Bleeds can be on. There they are. Isolation valve set to auto. That is now auto. Recirc fans, auto they are indeed. And we can go to packs to auto as well. Which is there. APU bleed and APU can now come off. APU bleed off. And APU can go off. Yaw dampers on. Everything else is still turned on, which is perfect, and we're back on the ground. So, we have elevator trim. We set the trim. Flight controls are full and free. Let's have a look at those before we go. So, here we go. We have full back, full forward, left, and right. We hide that. We should be able to see the rudder pedals as well. Full left, full right on the rudder. Blank the lower ND. There that goes. LNAV, VNAV armed as required. So we've got VNAV. We can arm that as well. Auto throttles arms, 5 directors on. We've got 8,000 set. V2 141 headings, 246 courses, 246. QNH is set, and we'll just go to get our taxi lights on, and away we go. Actually, logo light probably should have been on, and taxi light can come on. All looks good. We've got no lights over there, and let's just brighten the panels up here. So, guys, I reckon we can start taxiing out. Got a nice long cruise, so we can explore all this airplane. It's going to be about an hour and 40 minutes of the cruise as we get going. And so, do we have a tiller set up on this or not? Let's have a look. No, so I'm going to quickly, may as well when we're doing this, let's go and quickly set up the tiller on here. Control options. And if I go grab the this one, I think is that one I want, or do I want? It should be this one. Yes, that's it. Search by name. Is it under tiller? Or nose wheel steering? Nose wheel steering. Nose wheel steering axis. Left and right. Let me just try it again. Just validate that. Hopefully. Apply and save and go back. Do we have tiller? No, so we can only steer with the rudder. But I think we can get ourselves going. So runway 25, taxi routing. Let's have a look. Gonna be straight ahead, right away down Delta, holding point Delta 2425. So let's see what happens if we release the parking brake and give it a bit of juice. Actually, that'll be the flaps, I'd have thought. Let's have a quick look. That'll be that. RTO. And, what is a takeoff config? Why can't we go? What have I done wrong here? Master caution. Nothing there. Nothing there. Parking brake pull. Parking brake's released. And what is going on now? Let's see if we can get going. There we go. What have I forgotten here? Auto throttle. FMC assist. That is all there. What have I forgotten? Should be flat 5 for takeoff. Let's have a look where we are. Are we at flat 5? There you are, it's flat 5. Why are we not going anywhere? Parking brake is definitely off. That looks like my toe. My toe brake's the issue? Right, flaps are green lights, that's fine. Something to do with the auto throttle is the issue. We'll do that perhaps. There we go. Perfect, that's the issue. Issue has been rectified. Should be able to steer with the rudder, which we can. Guys, we're underway, finally. That was so. If you do have the Thrustmaster TCA Throttle Quadrant and you have your parking brake set on the quadrant, you need to disarm it on there as well, because it does keep the parking brake on. But yes, we are underway, guys. Here we go. We are pushed back, we're set up, we've got everything sorted, and we are now departing down to Mallorca. Look at this. Very cool. So you are seeing this, guy. This is my first flight in this. I have not flown this aircraft in MSFS before. So you are seeing it all as I do it for the first time. It's pretty cool. the sounds. You can hear them. A little bit of throttle. Rudder's quite sensitive when you steer on the ground, I've noticed now. That is pretty cool. Anyway, let's have a quick look. What can we see? Oh, not that. That's a bit of a dodgy one. Yo, sucking schnitzel. Well, maybe. I have flown this in the Zebo mod numerous times, so we'll see. But I'm assuming it to be a slightly different how it feels and whatnot. But yeah, this should be quite good fun. Should be quite good fun, I reckon. If we crash, we try it again. I do have a checklist, so hopefully we shouldn't. But we'll see. I could have missed out all kinds of stuff that we should have done. But there's no lights on the overhead panel. There's nothing flashing on the MCP. Nothing indicating on the FD or the ND. Nothing flashing around here. We've got our auto brakes to RTO. We can see if we can arm the spoilers. Something like that. Yeah, I just need to try and find out where the toga is. Well, I guess, yeah. It's there for now. It was a little bit helpful when we were getting going, but if you've flown the Zebo mod, you should be able to set this up quite happily. Let's go a little bit faster than 12 knots. But yeah, certainly so far, so good. I'm rather impressed. Actually, what we forgot to do, we forgot to set the clock, haven't we? Set the clock. We'll see how long this flight takes. I'm not sure why auto throttle keeps coming off. I can arm it. I think it's when my thrust levers get themselves back to idle. I think they're a little bit overlap with the reverse thrust as well. Are we heading the right way? I think we should be. There it is. Down by Delta 5, down to Delta 2 is where we're headed. Plenty of fuel. Should we muck it up on the way down or on the way in a bit later on? And our alternate being Barcelona. I could probably end up putting this in the river when we take off shortly, so it could be quite good fun to watch. Normally, if you've watched the channel before, I always fly the A320 or the MD80, what I've been flying recently, so it's been a while since I've flown the 7.3 Zebo mod, but I'm hoping that's not going to be too much of an issue. But we have made it to the holding points. As long as my toe brakes work and we can come to a stop, which they seem to be doing quite nicely. Yep. Good stuff. Right, anyway, so before takeoff, position lights can come on. Set strobe and steady. Let's just nip up over here. So, position lights, steady. Transponder set TARA. TFC set on. Clock start. Runway confirmed as runway 25. Have that on. That is good. The clock is started. Let's just nip down to here. We'll set this to TARA, which is set. Everything else is good. We've been given our permission to line up, I reckon. Let's go and do that. Yo, Cole Slushy buddy, welcome along mate, hope you're doing well. Now, where would the toga switch be? I'm guessing it's on the side of the thrust levers. We'll hit that any second now. And this could all go horribly wrong, but hopefully it won't. Right, there we are. Lined up, ready to bugger off. Uh, 131 set, 141 is our V2. And pop that back to the legs page. Verify takeoff speeds. Let's just double check that. What is up with that? Menu. N1 limit, which is fine. Takeoff speeds. 31, 34, 41. They're verified. Legs, good. Let's go flying. Yeah, sorry about that. Sucking schnitzel lads. I've got them on the least kind of setting for add density there, so I don't know what it's doing. I'll let that drop. I'm not sure why that was up at 29% N1. Let it come back down to 21. And let's go. I reckon so. In the lever mod, you can click mic. Does that? You can't click that in here. So let's go down here. That's not going to do it on there. So let's just hit M1. Perhaps, maybe. Oh, auto throttle is armed. That disarmed it. Cool. Right. Anyway, let's go. They're armed. N1. Where's the clock reset? How come we can't get it going? But yeah, exactly. What's going on there then? Auto take off and go around. That just turns off the auto throttle. N1 does nothing. What's going on there then? I could just advance the thrust levers and we'll go. Auto throttle's on. Well, let's just do that. See what happens. This could go horribly wrong. That'll do. We'll do it ourselves and get going.
Airspeed's alive.
Look at that sound.
80 knots. Z1. Rotate.
Holy shit. Woof. That felt well different to the Zebo mode. Gears going up. LNAV, VNAV. LNAV's VNAV speed. Flaps are going away. We got N1, we got in the air. Let's have a look outside this noise now. Oh, that's a bit of a... like a rocket out of there. Yeah. Bit of trim. Commands in LNAV, VNAV speed. We've got, so look, anything else going on? 8,000 feet we've got set. Away we go. Flaps are back. Above 4,000 feet, and we level off at 8,000 feet, and after that, we can get up to our cruise level. So as long as this all works, we should make a left turn. There we go. Look at that. I've managed to do it, guys. There we are. Yeah, FPS. Now we got in the air. It's a little bit. It's got a little bit FPF lag there. Was fine on the ground. Definitely a bit laggy now we got up. See when we get above the clouds whether it makes any difference. We've got flaps completely up. Just nip over here. I'm not sure if my throttle quadrant releases them fully. Not quite. Oh no, it has. Flaps are at 0, which is good. Oh, that seems a bit better. FPS now, there we are. FPS is back to normal again, pretty much. So let's see if we level off. 1,000 to go. And there we are. We are going set standard. Standard instead. Thruster's coming back. There we are. Good. Look at that. And we can turn off the. We turn the gear off. Not quite. Do the circuit breakers work? I think they do. Some of them do. Not the ones on the back. Oh, maybe not. No. They do not. I thought they did, but obviously not. 8,000 feet. Let's just we'll do it properly. So 370 is going to be our initial. It's going to be our climbing level or cruise level. Go and whack it up. 370. Then when it wants to, it'll take us up, hopefully. Let's have a look outside now. We're leveled off. Sound is up. Awesome. We've got wind, 34 knots headwind at the minute. Jostling us around a little bit. You can see the flight director's moving a little bit. So Gurley's in 7 miles. Cute but angry. It does, cute but angry. I know exactly what you mean. Let's just see. So 5.7 miles to Gurley, and that should be, if we look on the charts now on this departure, we should have done something quite useful. Here it is. Let's have a look. There we are. Straight down Gurley. We're stuck at flight level 80 to there, but after that, we should be able to whiz ourselves up. Rather cool. That being said, my sim seems to have frozen. Oh no, it's back again. Ooh. It's twice as done that now. Twice it's done that. There you are. Let's go and have a look out the window. Also, have we got the hood available? Does the hood work? The hood's not in this one. There is the hood available in one of the options, I think. Let's have a look. Aircraft options. Under here. Let's have a quick look. Lots of stuff we can have a look at now once we get going. Call outs. Where's the hood? Maybe not on that one. There's Gurley, and there we are. Going to shoot us up to our cruise level. Perfect. Maybe. I thought that there's definitely an option to get the heads-up display up here. I'm not sure where it is and where I can find it, but if we can, that'd be quite cool. So anyway, we made it. We're away, and we're going. Pretty cool. That noise of the engines is so cool as well. Call Slushy, we do have, if we go in the operations centre for Pmdg, we do have Ryanair installed as well. So we can go to, where is it? Liveries. These are all of the ones, so you pick your variants. All of these liveries come with it. So you got Aerolíneas Argentina, we've got Aero Mexico, Alaska, All Nippon, Delta Ethiopian, Gull, KLM, Lucky Air, Luxair, Olympic Airways, Ryanair's in, Scandinavian, Smartwings, Southwest, Sterling, United, and we got Virgin Blue for Australia and WestJet as well. And if you change the variants, we've got the BBJ, and then we got the Boeing Demonstrator, Bopper, First Virtual Olympic again, private. We've got TY and Wulin Investment Corp as well. And if we go to the freighters, we got Alaskan, Olympic, and SpiceJet freighter versions too. I'd have thought so, yes. I should get these lights off above 10,000 feet, they can come off. So there's our level off, just after Ribble, flight level 370, go back to the legs page. So hopefully all this should be coded in all the way down to our arrival now. At Bavram, 4,500, but we'll check on that a bit later on. We don't need to be worrying about that for now. So if we go and grab the drone for a minute or two, we can, I believe. Oh. What's that? Ah, there we go. Should be all dropped straight in to the airplane. Ah, what have I done here? Oh shit. Pressed a few buttons I didn't mean to there, we've gone straight through it. Yeah, I'm getting one of these two little stutters now. Quite concerning. I'm not sure why. So this is where the simmer's now frozen. Hopefully it's going to come back. There we are. Does have a little bit of a stutter, I don't know why. If we go up a little bit now, we should be able to... what is up with my drone cam? My drone cam's gone all skew-if here. Right, there's the plane at least. There we go. We should just, if I just slow that down a bit. There we are. We can go and take a look around the cam. So that we'll go back there. I need to sort the drone cam out a minute. It's gone a little bit of a mind of its own. There's not an A350 in MSFS. No, there's A350 in X-Plane. Yeah, this is all super cool. If we nip into the there, they are independent FMCs as well, so you can have one first officer doing something else. He could be looking at some other stuff. We have the actions on there. legs page on our side. There we can see we've got level change if you want to use that. We'll keep VNAV for now because it's doing a good job. 2,000 feet per minute up to our cruising level. Watchtower heading 191, which is fine. We'll set that. Are there a lot of planes in X-Plane without mods? X-Plane does come with their own kind of planes, but they're not... I don't think they're the best slushy, to be honest. The Zebo mod, obviously, the 737 completely free, and that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, the sounds in this. Just outside that engine noise. Definitely kind of, compared to the A320 that we normally fly, that is definitely definitely a short and stubbier plane, isn't it? But still, nonetheless, it's what Msfs needed. It needed a good 737, and hopefully, so far, from what I've watched other streamers, and so far from what I've mucked around with this morning, then well worth the $69. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Captain Sim Slushy. He's I've not bought any of his stuff, so I can't comment on how good or bad they actually are, but I've seen a lot of people take issue with what he has out and about, so I'm not going to cast any views on that. But terrain radar should work, hopefully. Yeah, super cool. You can hide it or lower the yoke as well, just by clicking on it. It'll come up. Can you move the... no, you can't. I was hoping you might be able to move the checklist thing up and down, but obviously not. Comes up. Obviously, it's completely modelled, so it does move. You know, like the obviously with the side stick and the bone and whatnot, it doesn't move. But it's quite nice to see it actually doing what it should do. Then we just find the click spot and we can. Oh, it does move. Ah, it does. Cool. Click on the click spot and away it goes. Perfect. I think everything does just what it should do, I think, in this, more or less. Nothing that I've found so far. Apart from the circuit breakers, they don't seem to do anything, but apart from that, I mean... all good. Have we got pressurization? In the cabin, what's the cabin is climbing. Now, diff's kind of 7.5, which is fine. So I've got actually seatbelt signs, can we get those off? So I keep having these stutters in this. I'm not sure what it is. It's not where the sim crashes. It's like it freezes, but the sim's not actually crashed. Could be something I've got set up. Seatbelt sign can go off. You can adjust the standby compass, which is quite cool. Can do that. No worries, Slushy, I'm going to be here all day anyway, mate, so I'll be here. Oxygen, we should be able to test. There we go, we can do that. So at Croft, 15 miles from Croft, let's just check the fuel that we should have and what we've got left. Where's the flight plan? Here it is. So if we have a look at the fuel down at Croft, we should have Barton, there's Croft, we should have 6.9 tons of fuel. We've still got 11.2. So fuel use, how much have we actually burned? How do we find that out? Fuel flow, engines, systems, no, not that one, that can be off. So we started off with 12.9, so we must have burned 1.7 tons getting ourselves up here. You see the terrain radar, obviously it's working nicely now. That's quite a better view, I think. Let's have that. Control, Alt. Ooh. I've not set up my views properly in this yet, so if I have that there, we can see out the window, we can see the ND. Oh man, come on. Let's have it about there. And that looks good. Control Alt, well, that should set my view back to there. There we are. Good. So cruising Mach decimal 79. There's 3.2. Got to 5,000 feet to go. Not far before we level off. And I reckon with that, let's get a bit of music back on. Music, where are we at? Let's get this on. Not sure how loud that is. Let's just turn it down a smidge. There we are. And we get rid of the throttle cam as well. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, look at the wind. Jeez, the wind, 113 knots. Crosswind at the minute. Holy moly, that is some wind. That is some wind. Can you see the two? You can. There it is. Beluga on PC. Welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing well, mate. But there we are. There is, as you requested, the TUI livery. It is rather cool, to be honest, Beluga. It is rather cool. Just what you'd expect if you were heading off on your holidays, wouldn't it? Down to Spain or wherever you might be heading. You'd expect to be on a TUI flight with their lovely blue livery and, yeah. This flight actually left Newcastle this morning. I did have it up somewhere. Where's it gone? Let's have a look. This is an actual flight flying down. We are flying the same route. Should be, if I can find it on flight radar. Tom 132. Is that it? What was the flight number? I've forgotten now. Let's go and quickly nip back and find it. Legs. What was our flight number? One, 2, 3, 2. Where's it gone? Yeah, or maybe it landed by now, I guess. Could have landed. But yes, his actual flight has left Newcastle this morning. It is heading down to Mallorca, so I thought we may as well replicate it for its first flight out. You're gonna buy the 800, probably going to use the touring jet. Yeah. So Beluga, as I've shown, if you haven't seen it before, if you do get this, you get the Pmdg Op Center. These are all of the liveries that come with the 737-700 variant. You have Aerolíneas, Aero Mexico. Obviously, you have Ryanair, which I have installed at the minute. You got Scandinavian, Smartwings, Southwest, United. We've got WestJet, Virgin Blue. Then if you go to the Boeing Business Jet, the BBJ comes with it. You got Bopper, you got First Virtual, Olympic, Private, TY, and Wooleen, and then you got obviously the freighter version as well. You have Alaskan Airlines Cargo, Olympic Airways, and also SpiceJet, all included when you buy it as well, which is quite good. There we are, about to level off in the cruise. 200 feet to go, or 100 feet now. FMC speed, VNAV path, LNAV is armed as well. There we are. This is where we'll sit now for the next. How long have we got? Quite a while. Time at top of descent is 734 miles away. Expected arrival is just after 12 o'clock UK time. Or 1 o'clock CET if you're watching in Europe. Well, there we are. We've made it up in the air. There is our lovely 737. There is a, I'm not sure if TUI's, has we bought a TUI livery out yet? Let's have a quick look. 737 Pmdg, let's just search that for now. So yeah, these are the ones that are currently out on flightsim.to. You've got TUI, KLM, Turkish. What we got? WestJet, China Southern, Alaska Timber, WestJet Tartan. We got Equair. That's BBJ freighter. We got Germania. And we got the Brazilian Varig. And Nauru. So they're currently all on flightsim.to for the liveries for this as well. What views have we got? I've not set up any other views apart from the flight deck ones. So let's see what we've got already preloaded with these. Obviously the obligatory wing view on each side, and we've got engine view as well, which is quite cool. So anyway, now we're up here. Let's have a quick look at the checklist after takeoff. So positive rate, gear up. Autopilot, we've got Command A engaged. Auto brake is off. Engine start, switch levers. Let's just nip back in the flight deck a minute and finish these checklists off. So engine start, switch to off, which they are. Flaps retracted, cabin pressure, we just checked that is pressurising normally. Passing 10,000 feet, we are set on standard. Landing lights are off, and seatbelt signs are off as well. Next is the descent checklist. Guys, 2 seconds. My phone is ringing. Yo guys, sorry about that. I'd take that quick work phone call, even though I'm not supposed to be at work today. Had to quickly sort a few bits out. But anyway, we're back to the 737. That is our main focus of today. Now, I was a bit dubious about doing this on VATSIM. I don't think there's any ATC around. But we could have a quick look. Oh, we've had Newcastle ground if we'd logged in. Nothing anywhere else, is there? No. So how many of these guys do you reckon now are flying the 738s on VATSIM? Let's have a look. That's got to be a 738. There it is. 737. 320. 321. 737. That's got to be, do you reckon, the new release? 737. 737. 737. 737. 738, that one. 737. 737. That's CRJ. 738. 319. 738. 738. 737. So yeah, quite a lot of... that got to be a Beluga then. That's no flight plan. What else we got? 737. Definitely a lot of 737s out and about this morning. 737, 737, A350, 737, 737, 738. Yeah, so definitely a lot of 737s out on VATSIM this morning. So, whereabouts are we? We must be heading towards London by now. Let's have a quick look. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we are, just to the north of Oxford, coming down towards London now. Let's nip up here. Why does this keep freezing? There we are. Cloudy. Not going to see much out there, are we? Not see much at all. Look at these contrails. Certainly rather cool. Very happy so far. Well worth the $70. Well worth $70. Mach decimal 79. Nice little the speed, yeah, so we're still arriving. We're going to arrive with 7.4 tons of fuel, so we're going to burn another 3.1 tons. And we're going to arrive, yeah, just after midday. 650 miles top of descent. The wind is, well, a nice tailwind now. Well, a bit of tailwind. 90 knots. 466 knot ground speed at the minute. Now status. What else can we have a look at? Approach, what we got going on there. Our VREFs. Alternate destination we have it down in there is Barcelona, which is quite cool. What is offset? What does that do? Lateral offset. Targeting 7.8, that's quite good. Max is 3.9. And there we are. Top of descent, 642 miles away, so that's going to be quite cool. We have got some. We have got just some scenery down in Palma when we get there as well, so that should be quite good. And we'll reset the heading bug. We've got about an hour and 36 minutes left to run. So we'll do that. Then what we'll do is we'll have another look at it again. I do have to nip out at 2:30 to go to the school to get my boys. And then hopefully we're back a bit later on after that with another stream. Back in the 737 as well for all of those that are at work that can't see it today. Should be... So guys, anything else you want to see on here that we can have a look at it? What would you like to see? So that is obviously in off. What's that then? Should we try and tune in the VOR, see how that works out? Where's Navigraph? There it is. We're going to go here, world map, let's have a look. High on route. Where's the nearest VOR that we could tune up? So Midhurst 114. Go and put that in. $114. There's Midhurst, 28.3 miles away from there. And there it is. What else could we do? So it seems to be when I move around a little bit, then it seems to freeze. I don't know why that is. It doesn't seem to crash the sim, but it's now frozen again. There we are, it's back. That'll be annoying. If we get that on final when we land, then that will be annoying. See us getting a bit buffeted around by that turbulence. We speed up a little bit. Where are we at? Give me a go a little bit faster. FMC speed with .78. Pretty much our whole route. There we are. That's down the middle of France. Rocan just crossing over the Pyrenees. Look areas down there towards northern part of Spain. Obviously weather doesn't work because that's a MSFS core sim issue. Hopefully in Sim Update 10, apparently the weather radar should be back working again. Yeah, let's have a quick look again. I love the outside. I don't know what it is. Definitely something just about the outside of this. Looks so clean, everything's so crisp, all the textures are as you'd expect. Admire it from outside for a bit. Let's get a nice there we are. What I should have done was, I've forgotten, after all the excitement of getting us pushed back and the engine started, I did have the TUI safety demo to play as well, which I've forgotten about. Maybe we should have an in-flight safety demo by TUI. What do you reckon? Just so we don't forget what we should be doing. Oh, we do it on the return leg, I guess. So I don't know if you noticed then, when we took off, I'll pop this back on a minute. My thrust levers there now set to full, as it would be in the Airbus, full toga to set takeoff thrust in this. So I'm wondering, now they've reduced back down in the flight deck. Oh, actually, they're still up there doing their stuff. If I move that back down to the flight detent, what would happen? Would I lose all the thrust altogether, perhaps? I'm guessing I would. So I'm guessing I'm going to leave that where it is for now. Definitely don't want to be idle thrust up here. Fuel flow, we're using about 2 tons an hour at the minute. Start up here. 65 knot tailwind now. You can see just creeping in the top, there's our top of descent marker, just creeping in about 340 odd miles away. Just anything in here, options, have a look. Performance. Nothing really in there to have a look at. Colours, we all know what we can do with that. We can change the colours of the PFD, which is quite cool. If we really want to do that, I guess. Show thrust lever position, what does that do? No, yes. Not sure what that does. Auto thrust, manual override, never high idle in flare, off. What does that do? Call out we got. Positive rate. You can have pause at top of descent if you want to. Auto time compression up to 4 times. TCR button. Auto time compression. Autopilot disconnect on control input, which is enabled. High captain's yoke. Yes. What does that do? Oh, I see. Hide FO's yoke when do that. Yokes move when lowered. Just have that on yes. Rudder access only for steering is rudder access of prop 1, access and rudder. Does that mean this will work? Or does tiller not? Tiller doesn't work. There'd be a way to get the, there's definitely get a hood in this. Honeywell. How do we get the hood? Where is the hood? Performance improved package, short field package. Eyebrow windows, we put those on. There they are, we can now look out the roof. Rather cool. Cut off switch, so that's these. What do they do? New. Ah, look at that. Or old style. Wi-Fi antenna, we can put that on. Yoke checklist. Captain. Yoke to first officer. Headrest captain. Yes. Auto ignition. No, obviously. We don't want that on. Definitely wait, how do you get, I'm not sure how you get the hood. In FS actions. They're all closed. I thought it might have been a way. You can definitely get the hood, I'm not sure how you get it up. I might just leave that for now. Maybe I have to Google it. If we should start Valanta up as well. There we are. Oh, out over the English Channel, heading towards the northern coast of France, which is pretty cool. Let's get Valanta up and running. Let's record this inaugural flight. Flight plan from SimBrief. So there's our takeoff. And away we went. Out over the channel. So we should be able to see the actually behind that cloud will be the south coast of the UK, and then obviously into the nice weather as we get into northern France and into Europe. See if the weather down in Spain. Let's have a quick look. Can we get weather in here or not? Maybe not. Let's have a quick look. There's no EFB, so if we try and grab the weather, I'm going to grab Active Sky for X-Plane, which will give us a good indication of what's going on. Ignore the thunderstorm. For some reason when that starts up. So let's go and grab the weather for Palma, see what's going on down there. Weather down there, lovely warm, 25 degrees, hardly any wind. Partly cloudy. Yo, rather large. Welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Buzzing to get your Xbox with the HOTAS. Oh, nice. And the rudder pedals. Awesome stuff, dude. Yeah, 22 degrees down there in Palma now. Very nice. QNH 1024. Winds 2308 knots. Perfect. So it should be a nice arrival. Yo, Ball Freak, buddy. Welcome along, mate. Hope you're doing well. Here we are, very excited to be flying the 737, dudes. Very excited. And especially in Msfs as well. Yo-ho, Gary, buddy. Welcome, mate. Hope you're well. Welcome along to this first 737 stream in MSFS. Celebratory launch stream, and obviously celebrating my birthday as well. Couldn't have come on a better day. A 737, something to fly, and to celebrate 37 years of me being me. Cheers, Gary. Yeah, so somewhere I've got my missus got us something rather cool. Let me put it on here. I'm going to put a throttle cam on. There's throttle cam. So my missus, knowing the aviation geek that I am, got me actual Thomas Cook A330 tail skin, actual part from the plane. Look at that. That is pretty cool. So yeah, that's actual. Oh, where's the camera gone? There it is. Actual inside of a tail fin from a obviously defunct Thomas Cook A330, which I think is quite. There's the back of it as well. Quite cool. And then obviously, because I like the Airbus as well, just a little novelty Airbus USB stick. But yeah, still nothing can quite compare to having the 737 to fly. Instead of having to go and download gigs and gigs of ortho in X-Plane, we can now fly the 737 with MSFS, with its graphics, with its scenery. Will more than likely be, like I said before, this might become my primary flight sim now, because we don't need to jump back and forth into X-Plane for 737. We will have to obviously go fly the Beluga in there as well, and the other bits and bobs we do have, but for now it will be the 737 in MSFS. Super cool, super awesome. Yeah, can't complain. Like I said, I've said it before, well worth the $69. Well worth $69. So our route for our inaugural flight, where are we at now? We're down here somewhere, there we are. Just into northern France, tracking down towards, actually get the map back up. There we are. We'll head down towards Le Mans, and then down to the western side of France. We'll scoot down towards the east of Toulouse, out over the Pyrenees, into northern Spain, just to the east of Barcelona, and then straight down, where we'll start our arrival into Mallorca a bit later on. 971 miles, and we got how far we got to run. We have, let's just get rid of that ND. There we go. We have in the progress page, we have 504 miles to top of descent, arriving just after 12 o'clock down into Palma. Really no point taking direct, we can't really cut off much, it's pretty much a straight line all the way down. There's top of drop, just there. What's that speed doing then? Yeah, ball freak, exactly. Super cool. So we've been underway. We when did we push back? We pushed back about 59 minutes ago, an hour. We've been going, and we got about an hour and 20 minutes to go. The arrival in looks something a bit along the lines of this. We're coming down Lores, Pozva, and then into Bavum, which is here. to be at Batham 4,500 feet, then down to 2,500 for the ILS. So Batham needs to have on here. Batham, we got 4,500 above. That needs to be hard restriction. 4,500. Execute. Abumo needs to be 2,500 hard altitude as well. And then after that, we are good. It's going to have it at Posber at 8,300 feet. And then 4,500 feet by Batham. Lower is flight level 201. And then 13,800 feet. I think it's got transition altitude at 18,000 in here. So let's go and see if we can change that. That'll still be a flight level. Where do we go? Menu. Options. Simulation, perhaps. Where can we find the barrow and the default? Default, what do you call it? Default thingy bob. Transition altitude. That's what we're looking for. Not on that one. So not simulation. Options, perhaps. Our performance. Displays. Might be in here. Show ref N1 always on. Fuel kill FCS indicators on. Brake temp indicators. That's on page 9, so that's the last one. Gotta go another 30 minutes. No worries, Slushy. I'll be here most of the afternoon. We're not going to be arriving. Like I said, we've got another... What have we got? Another 2 hours yet. Before we even start anything... Oh, an hour and a half before we think about anything about arriving, so... I wouldn't worry about that. Ooh. So where is the default transition thingy bob? Alternate, oh that's runway length. Transition altitude. Default, transition altitude 6,000 feet. It's already set then. 6,000 feet. So it is already set, so for whatever reason it's got that as the altitude when it should be at a flight level. It should be flight level 138. Then flight level 83, then down to after 6,000 feet, then down to altitude. Cool. Since we're in the middle of a cruise flight, could we give the audience a little dance? I'll give you a finger dance, but it won't be a natural dance. I can do this for you. How's that? Yeah, no. Sat on my tush for now. If I get too excited when we start to land, then maybe you might get a dance. What other music we got here? Chill EDM, chill guitars, chill jazz. What else we got? Electro swing, emo, hip hop, hype bangers. What we got in here? Let's have a look. Party starter. That'll do. Better than nothing. I could give you 2 if you want. How about 2? Whoosh like that. Exactly. Oh shit, look at that. The wind just completely dropped off and shifted to a 55 knot tailwind. Now you see how speed just completely completely go to shit then. Look at that. That was, I think, a fail in the Msfs weather injection there. Look at that. We dropped from decimal 7.8 down to decimal 7.3 just because of that wind change. So hopefully we're going to speed back up now. Make sure we speed back up again. 7.6. Get back up. What were the winds forecast to be around this area? So where are we now? Let's quick look. We're inbound to Sorup. Let's have a look. What were they forecasting in this flight plan? Sorup. So 289 at 49. We got 342 at 58. So the winds were not forecast to be this strong. As we discovered earlier on, we had, as we took off, we had 113 knot crosswind as we left. You see, level 104. So that wasn't too far off, 98. Then it should drop down to we're at to 50 knots, 289, then 300 at 45. So we got 344 now inbound Sorup. Now right, where's Sorup? So there's Sorup, in northern France. Yeah, 289 at 49 and minus 58 outside. Temperature outside minus 33, so it's warmer and the winds are slightly off. See if we can tune up another VOR while we're here. VOR, so Amboise would be the next one, 13.7. Let's go and chuck that in. There we go, 13.7. We've got a DME, not quite. It might be slightly, ever so slightly far away. It was because of you I bought the Airbus. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I love mine, to be honest. I think it's brilliant. If you like to fly the Airbus, then it's the way forward, Slushy. Oh yes, I forgot to put the eyebrow windows on. Can we see those from the outside? We can. There they are. Not sure Tui has the eyebrow windows on, but I think they're quite cool. Get a bit of sun on your bonds when you're flying around. I do like the fact that you can see the yoke moving whenever the autopilot does any inputs, compared to having the side stick that doesn't move. I do like the auto see it's doing whatever it should be doing. Pretty cool. There is top of descent, look. This has flown by. I didn't. Is the time actually? Never. It's 11 o'clock. Wow. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours and 17 minutes already. Wow, I didn't even think that's flown by. Absolutely flown by. Pardon the pun. But it has. Now, we can get in the cabin, but I'm not sure how the hell to do it. Because the flight deck door doesn't open. So if we go walking this way, where you can only just walk straight through the door, we can't. There's no way to open the flight deck door. However, what we can have a look at, though, if we move back over this way, spin around, this is a jump seat, which I do believe, if we click on this, that is also modelled. There we are. Rather cool. Jump seat setup. And also the whoever's in jump seat, we can go and test their oxygen too, I believe. Even that's modelled. Which is pretty cool. Everything seems to be, apart from the flip over here a minute. Apart from circuit breakers, they are not modelled. None of these do anything. We've even got the coat hangers for your jackets. We've got a, what's that, first aid box, Essex PB&R Corporation. What is it? Is that a bag to put out of your heat? Oh, I see. Oxygen hood thing. I think that's a read. When you active hood, oh, okay. But yeah, pretty cool to have a jump seat model. So we press that, it should hopefully go away. There it goes. Rather cool. But how the hell do we get out into the cabin? Because it is a modified cabin, but I just can't seem to get out into it. Ah, unlock. I do that. Does that work? How does that work? No. So in the flight deck door, auto unlock. Just can't get out into it. No click spot anywhere on the flight deck door to get out into the cabin. But there is. Oh shit, look at that, the wind's gone again. Look at this. Now, overspeed. So that was. We lost a hell of a lot of wind. And there we are. Overspeeding. So I reckon the MSFS, the weather is not working properly this morning. Because that is well dodgy. So, how do we get in the cabin? Once we check that we're not going to crash, obviously. Now I know you can get in with the drone, but I'd like to be able to move from here. Camera drone. See if I can get in. Ah, shit, what's happened with this? Where has the hell? I'm rubbish with the drone, as you can tell. That's up. That's forward. There we are. So I'm guessing we'll have to nip into the drone, nip in the cabin. This way, those things. It is fully modelled. However, we seem to drop through the floor with the turbulence up again. Not sure what is up with that. Oh, we can nip into the belly of the airplane. Yeah, actually, I'll leave the drone on because I'm pretty crap with that. Pretty crap with that. But yeah, there you go. You can get in. Look at the speed, it's all over the place. What if we go speed into vent and then keep it at 0.79 perhaps? It's jumping around like there's no tomorrow. Keep a quick eye. Oh, who's ringing me now? Oh dear. It's what happens when you try and take a day off from work and you tell people that you're off from work and then they still ring you anyway. Right. Let's try and find out how you get into the cabin normally. Pmdg 137. How to get in the cabin. Let's have a look. Maybe. So it's only with the drone view you can get in the cabin. Fair enough. We'll leave that alone then. I'm going to try and figure out the camera views a bit later on. And then that way we might be able to get some better drone footage, not drone footage, wing views as well. So, we should have turned the gear off, shouldn't we, by now? So you should pull it out and should go in the off position. How do we get it down to there? Maybe not. Nope. This is some a bit of hardcore music for a Tuesday morning. What else do we have? A bit of chill guitar, perhaps? So for a bit of relaxation. That being said, we are going down to Spain, so about a bit of Latin pop. Oh jeez. Guys, I may have to go and take a phone call in a second, I think. And tell people to stop ringing me. In fact, what I'll do is what we got at about, how long we got to London? Just under an hour now to top of, till we actually start to get down towards Palma. I was going to take a quick break and go make this phone call to tell people to stop bothering me. So I'll be back with you just in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I'm going to. I should be off work, but people are still trying to get in touch. So I will just quickly go and deal with that, and I'll leave you looking at the lovely 737 just for a couple of minutes, and I'll be right back with you. Right guys, hopefully that'll be the last phone call. I told them to stop bothering me now from work. So hopefully shouldn't have any more interruptions. And hopefully the wind will keep itself right as well, so we don't get any more overspeed or speed drop off. But at least we're getting pushed on now. 486 knot ground speed as well. So we probably should start thinking about having a look at the arrival. We've got less than an hour now to go. Let's have a look at the arrival down here. Let's have a look. So we're here at the moment. Let's go back to this arrival. So Palma, we're heading to Posba, then we're going to cut across down to Bavum, which is here. So from Bavum we need to be 4,500 feet, which is 18 miles out. And then down 2,500 feet for the ILS. So let's just go and have a quick look, make sure that all tallies up. When the sim decides it's going to play nice again. Not sure why it's doing this. Keeps freezing. There we are. We got the legs. Let's go and pop that into plan and have a quick look at what we're going to do with this. There we are. So if we step through this now, so down here along Moroccan, there's top of descent just after Lukev. So where is Lukev? Flores, there's Lukev just here. So top of descent, it reckons it's going to start us round about here. Just north of Barcelona is going to be our top of descent. And then if we go and skip further down, Lukev, Ibrap, Lores, which is fine. Posba, we're going to be at 13,000 feet. So Posba is here. We'll be at 13,600, or 13,600-ish here. And then after that, we're going to go to Pos, which is Palencia, 16.4 on the VOR there for that one. So we can tune that in a bit later. It's going to have us at 8,000 and 8,300 feet, which is fine. And then we go back onto this one. After Posba, we should be... Just change that out so we can see what we're doing. So Posba, after that, Bavum at 4,500. Hard restriction was already in. And then Abumu. Where's Abumu? There's Abumu. That's start the ILS. 2,500, which is fine. Then final fix. And straight in. So it should be 2,500 platform altitude, which it is there by Abumu at the latest 2,500 feet. Minimums are going to be 239, which I reckon we can set now anyway. Barrow, let's go and put 239 in. Just so we don't forget, 239. And the runway in Palma, how long is that? I think it's quite long. It's about a 3,000 meter long runway anyway in there. Just get that. Taxi, airport. Yeah, 2-4 left. Here it is. So we're coming on the south side. It's 3,000 meters. So auto brake. We'll set for that. We can go back to the map a minute. It's cool. That is all good. So we know what we're doing brief-wise into there. We're going to let VNAV do its stuff on the way down, because that's what we all want to see happen. And approach-wise for the flaps, let's do a full flap. I know there's an issue with the flaps, wasn't there? So flap 40, we'll put that in there. Wind corrections plus 5 knots. ILS is 1093. So I reckon we're going to have that on the standby. 1093, which is set there. That's standby. And what else should we have going down here? Are there any more VORs that we need? Don't think we're going past any more VORs. We've got this one, the Gulf Alpha India 15.8. Let's go and tune that in. We'll put that on VOR 2. Can be VOR 2. Should come on this side. That's what we're aiming to be tuned up there for the Gulf Alpha India. So I'm hoping that my autopilot disconnect also works. If not, we just drop it off there when we come to land. Cool. So I think that is our landing brief and discuss for now. We are from top of descent. When the sim comes back there, this is going to be annoying if it keeps doing this. I'm pretty sure this is not anything to do with the mod. I'm sure it's to do with me and my sim. I'm not sure what's up with this. Progress, top of descent. Now 252 miles. So 10:48, so 11. It's about 25 minutes time for our top of descent. Awesome. Still can't believe we've been streaming nearly 3 hours already. Roll, welcome buddy. Thank you for your sub on YouTube. Yeah, well, I actually, now you come to think of it, I'm assuming that you meant that one just there. Not entirely what, I mean, I knew that was the auto throttle, I don't know why. I think that's because in the Zebo mod you can press that, and that's what I was going with. But yeah, I've now figured that one out. At least we got in the air, and we're here, and we're up. But welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your sub as well. Like I said, thank you for coming to check out the 737. There it is. Why did it do this? Painting out, there we are. Would be nice to be able to move around in this type of view, but you can't. To get us into the cabin. But obviously that is not to be. But still, quite a nice view. I will have to go and get the views set up after we've done this this stream today. I'm going to sort them out, hopefully. I do actually think it's quite cool that they've actually modelled in the jump seat. I think that's pretty cool. Wrong one. How cool is that? What would you see from there? That's what you. There's pretty much the view from the jump seat. That'd be pretty nice. Something like that. Even the detail on the leather on the headrests is it looks brand new, doesn't it? It's like I thought maybe for a 73700 that it may have had a bit of wear and tear on these textures, but it looks pretty much like it's never been touched, doesn't it? If you look around there via the transponder and whatnot, never been touched. Down there, the remove before flight things, passenger address. How does this work? Can we lift this up? Oh, we can. There's a gear extender, and they all work as well. Manual gear extension. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because that'll be a bit of a whoopsie. See if I can get that, put that back down. There it is. What we got down there? Chart light, map lights. Obviously all the oxygen works. There's a view from the FO side as well, rather cool. So top of descent coming in. Let's go and have a look down in here. I like to put in fixed rings. I don't know if we can do that just for top of descent and purposes. So if we did top of descent and I was going to work it out myself, let's have a look. What would we do? So ideally, if we worked it out to be 4,500 feet by Batham, so Batham's 304 miles away, somewhere just up there, and we want to be 4,000 feet, 37,000 feet, so that's 33, so it'd be like 99 miles. So if I put in /99, there we are. There's top of descent. Roughly, that's where it reckons. That's where I reckon we would start the descent. So that's pretty cool. That's worked out quite well. Fuel-wise, we've got 8.5 tons left. We've got loads of fuel. So what we're going to do, we're going to land down here. The plan for the day is land. Well, hopefully land. The Pyrenees coming up. It's hopefully land, and then I'm going to take a break, get some lunch. And then, depending on the time, I've got to go and get my boys from school at 2:30. So it'll be a bit of a break, then we're going to come back later on this evening and do a couple of Ryanair ops. I think is going to be the plan. We'll fly Newcastle, Dublin, and then back again a bit later on. So I've set up the minimum is 239 barrel ref. We're going to land flat 40, 135 be our VREF speed. Oh, sorry, VAP approach if you're Airbusy people. And let's go and set the courses as well. What are the courses on here? 238. So I don't think we're too far off actually. 238. I have them ready anyway. 238. I think is good. So that's in theory the extended center line. Can we do that in here or not? There's a way to do extended center lines. I can't remember how to do it. Something to do with the legs page, isn't it? Because normally I would go into the fixed rings into the Airbus. Next page, type in Lepa. I don't think you put in 2-4 left, can you, like you can in the Airbus? No. But you can do that. And then can we put in the radial out for here? 2-4 left. So 058. And there we are, there, extended center line out there. So we can. Cool. Right, is that done? So you see the extended center line and the course pretty much match up. 238, 058. And it's giving us a nice view of where the runway center line is. Should we muck it up and need to come out here. 058, 058, 238 as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Top descent 174 miles. So we are going to see how this pans out shortly. You can see the terrain radar now picking up the Pyrenees ahead of us. 11,500 feet being the highest terrain it's picking up, and 6,200 feet being the lowest. We try direct. Let's see how it handles the direct. Let's go direct to IBRAP. So IBRAP, I think is what we'll do. See what's happened there. FMC legs. IBRAP, direct, IBRAP, execute. There we go. 105 miles, that should straighten that up a little bit for us. Don't think there should be two purple lines, however. That a bit of a bug? So whenever I right click, watch the speed. So when I right click on there, it adjusts the speed for some reason. Yeah, so I'm right clicking now. Anywhere you right click, it seems the speed to have a bit of a dicky fit. There's our vertical profile. Airports around us, so we're still in France at the minute. And we start going over into Spain. Still got a nice tailwind, 496 knot over the ground now. What should we be having now at IBRAP, wind-wise? See how accurate it is. Lomra, IBRAP. We have 021 at 69. Not too far off. Not too far off now. Yeah, so wherever that does that, when you click the right mouse, it makes the speed bug jump up and down from between Mac and iOS. Very interesting. So I wonder whether that's why we had that issue, and it's not the weather, it was just me. Strange, look at that. So current weather now down in Palma, what we got going on? 22 degrees, let's see if we just refresh it. Might not have changed, no, 22 degrees. QNH 1024, 240 at 9 knots. Partly cloudy. A few clouds at 1600 feet. No rain reported. Yeah, nice day down there this afternoon. So it does come with preset key bindings. Let's have a look what they've got. Hip wrap. Then long rip. Cute. There we go. So yeah, it does come with default key bindings. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 do anything, and 0 is that one. Oh, what happened then? What happened then? Alright, what's going on there? So I pressed the button then. What happened there? Why has that ND gone off? Why has that gone from there to there? Let's keep it on there for now. Not sure what that's all about either. So, a couple of little things there I've noticed. Wonder whether once if I reboot my sim, I'm going to try that afterwards and just to see if that changes. But yeah, keeps changing the speed. They've got lost that display now as well. Not sure why we can't get the upper DU. we'll have I think we'll have the engines across from the FO side down on the bottom DU once I figure out how to do it. Where's the mouse gone? There we go, that'll do. Let's have it there. I don't think failures on here. It's actually, I haven't got failures turned on, so there shouldn't be any failures. Menu, Pmdg setup, aircraft, failures, active none. But loads you can have. All systems, APU, automatic flight doors, electrical engine fire protection, flight instruments, fuel, hydraulic, ice protection, miscellaneous navigation, pneumatic, pressurization, wheels and brakes. All of those are available to play with. If you want to have a failure, you can. What we got there? Top of descent, 210 miles. Look at these as we go across. Once we're getting warm, last time we flew with these, they all had snow across them. There's only a little bit left now on the Pyrenees. About to enter Spanish airspace. So yeah, you'd expect a bit of turbulence now. If we've still got that tailwind, 45 knots. Once we get over this, we should start to get a little bit of a tailwind. Lost a bit of height. You see the top of climb banana come back in then as we lose a little bit of the height due to turbulence. You see? Just there. Ibrap, Lomra. Oh, what's up there? That's right. Ibrap, Lomra, Rokan. If we skipped Lomra is the issue. Ibrap to Lukev. There we go. That'll make sense. So top of descent now, yeah, 73 miles. I was going to say it jumped back up 210, but waypoint went a little bit wrong. That's good. Right, anyway. Ibrap, Lukev, Posbet. There we are. Not too many waypoints left to go, actually. There's the Mediterranean Sea. Should we increase the airplane sound a little bit? Let's get that up. As if you were sat in the cabin arriving there, getting down there ready for your holidays. See what time did the actual flight arrive. Let's have a quick look. So Newcastle to Palma. Tui, there it is. So it actually arrived 33 minutes late. Left at just before 7:30. Arrived 10:39. And that was its route, so pretty much the same route that we've taken. It was cruising at, what was his cruise level? Does it say anywhere? It's showing meters. There it goes. So it was actually a 738, not a 737 700, but so it's 2 hours and 16 minutes. And how long have we been going? 2 hours and 16 minutes. So we have 1 hour 53, but that's got 10 minutes of taxi time on as well. So we got 1 hour 43 on there. So 2 hours 16. We should be arriving in. Let's have a look. When should we arrive? 11:10 Zulu. It is now. Sorry, it reckons half an hour, so 30 minutes on that. It's going to be about the same, isn't it? More or less by the time we get there. But welcome to Spain. We're now coming into Spanish airspace. Super cool. Still little patches of snow over there, but the rest of it I think must have warmed up nicely down towards the Mediterranean now. Oh, they do just seem to be 3 random circles of snow there that Microsoft have chucked in. They look pretty much the same and spaced out pretty much the same as well. How weird. Fuel, that'll be the center tanks, no doubt. Yeah, center tanks. Let's go and get those turned off. Top of descent, 41 miles. There is, see there is Barcelona, and straight towards it. There's Ibiza, there's Mallorca. We're going right in the middle of the two. Now, how this landing will go, I have no idea, but it will be fun to find out. Top descent, so I'm going to whack in 4,500 feet, ready for VNAV to do its stuff. And just to see what happens. Could be the completely wrong way of doing things, but we just need to test it out. 4,500 feet is set there. We'll let it do its thing. And reset the head and go. Might activate the ILS bits and bobs too. 193. 193. Set on there, that'll be the ILS. When it comes up, we're looking for an ident of, what's it going to be? Plump, PLM, IPAL, 1093. Set there. We head out over the sea. There's Barcelona Airport right there, just on that right hand side. There we go. There it is. And the city of Barcelona as well. Been there quite a number of times. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works. Make sure it meets all the restrictions that it needed to as well. I have no doubt that it will. I just wonder. I left my computer on overnight last night to download this because it was taking forever. I wonder where these bits are stuck in lag because my computer needs to be turned off and restarted, I think. Might be the issue. So I'm hoping that's going to cure the little one or two little bugs we're having. Because I can see Streamlabs is also flickering as well. Which is not what we were hoping for. So anyway, out of the seat, top of descent now, guys. It's coming in quickly. In fact, top of descent is in. Looks from the 10 miles. Look, there it is. There should be no terrain here. Here it comes. 5 miles. Oh, what the hell's going on there? Wind has come back. Look, 58 knots now. That just swung us around a hell of a lot. And we lost altitude as well. There we are. There comes the virtual deviation. Here it comes. And thruster's going back. And there it comes, right back on the profile. And there's our top of descent, guys. Here comes our first arrival in retard LNAV VNAV path. Yo, Jonathan, buddy, welcome along, mate. So far, dude, yeah, so good. So far, so good. We're just starting this arrival now. We've been flying for 2 hours in it, and we've not had many issues. In fact, not sure what happened there. That display did go off. And it doesn't seem to want to come back on. So, we'll see. But yes, we are on the way down. Hopefully to meet that first restriction that we have in a minute or two. What we got going on. So we're here now. This is the start of the arrival. And I think it's going to have us to be down. Look at that, it's going to be 4,500 feet via Bavum, 5,000 via Posbet, and then on the way in. That is the plan. Anyway, so we'll see how that goes. To where we're heading to. I just wonder what speed it's got us to be at legs. 279, 279, then 240 at Palencia, then 240 at Babham, 4,500 feet. That looks about right. That looks good as well. So yeah, I think it's all looking well. We say at the minute it's going to plan. That could well change very soon, but it is going to plan. Yeah, 4,500 seems about right. It's got us there, then down to 2,500 after. I'll leave enjoying that because I'm going to have to quickly nip to the bathroom before we do this arrival. So I'll let you enjoy the 737 from outside. I'll be back with you ready for this for our landing into Palma in just a few minutes. Yo guys, right, let's go and nip back in, see how we're getting on with this descent. Still on profile-ish, a little bit high if anything. So you would expect that to arrest that rate of descent now, to bring it back up. LNAV VNAV path. Yeah, Jonathan, I'm not sure, I'm not sure what's happened with that display. It seems to have had the day off. It was working and then it's gone off and it won't come back on. There's no failures turned on. It wants a bit of drag, does it really? Let's do a bit of drag then. Profile's come back, so we'll get rid of that speed brake now. That'll do. So we have, let's have a look, one last quick check. ILS frequency tune 1093, 1093 on both sides. And we're looking for iPal for the ident a bit later on. iPal 1093. Courses are 238, we've got 238 set there and 238 set there. 4,500 for now. Set for our descent. We'll put next descent line out, that's where we're going to level off, just around about Bavum. Got it about spot on so far. And as long as we start to slow down as well. Reckons 279, we're doing 284, so a little bit fast. But apart from that, I think FMC speed. Yo, Air Dog Bucky, are you outside? No worries, dude. Well, we're just about to land, hopefully, shortly. Retard, LNAV, and then we've got back to arm again, which is good. Barrel ref set 239. We've got a ref. We're going to try and land it at flat 40. See if they fix that bug that that was out in the pre-releases that the other streamers had issues with. So, and to meet, so 2 hours 16 minutes was the actual flight time down this morning for that. We need to take 10 minutes off that because that was taxi time. So we're on 1 hour 58. So we've got about 18 minutes to see if we can catch up with the actual real world flight that was down this morning, which was here. There it is, 2 hours and 16 minutes it took. So it still thinks, for some reason, the transition altitude is 18,000 feet. It's not. Transition altitude here is flight level 70. So we're going to stay on standard. I mean, we could go back onto actual QNH because we are going down to an altitude anyway. So let's do that. QNH 1023. I'll just sync some that for a while. 1023. Latest weather on the ground down here, what we got, 22 degrees, it says 21024. Let's just see if we can refresh this. Few clouds at 1600 feet, temperature 22, no rain reported, and partly cloudy, not too bad really. Should have thought if we were that high, then that rate of descent should come back. No? What I would think. We should get vertical deviation, should be somewhere. We got end of descent 54 miles to run, which is about right. Do we get vertical deviation anywhere? Descent. 600 feet high. Oh, that would make sense, yeah, 600 feet high, 700 feet. Descent path unable. Let's give it a bit of drag. See if that helps out. There we go. Let it try and catch up. 500 feet. There we go. There it comes. It's coming back now nicely. Speed now, path is back on the path again now. Get rid of that speed brake. Auto brake, we've got the 2 already. What are they doing? Every time I right click the mouse it does something dodgy. For some reason. That could be me, or it could be... I don't think it's a mod. So if I right click the mouse, watch the speed. And then reverse this jump as well, look. Very strange. So here we go. Like I said, we do have just sim Palma scenery for this when we get down. Should be quite cool. Oh, just keep an eye on this now. I think we are looking quite good. 6,000 feet. We need 18 miles really to finish that descent off. So we could use vertical speed. I need to come back to 250 knots now, below 10,000 feet as well. So if we go speed, vertical speed, and we'll just calm that down a little bit now. And speed now needs to back around about 250. There we go. 1,400 feet per minute is going to level us off at Bavum. That's where we want to be leveled off. I'll get some lights on. Ready for this. There we go. I've loved flying this now. Absolutely love flying this. Give it a bit of help getting that speed back off. Actually, let's have a quick look at the speed brakes, how they're modelled. Oh, nice, look at this. Yo, Astro buddy, welcome along. Hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome. Join you just ready for the descent. Air Dog, if you want to buy it, I would do it. Yeah, buy it. Obviously, you know, you watch the channel for a long time now. I always fly the A320. But now we have this. This is going to be definitely going to be featuring a lot more in the streams. This is absolutely awesome. Right, there's 250 knots. Now we're not that far off. We should get an ILS. We're about 30 miles out roughly. There's Bavum. Coming in. After Bavum, down to 2,500 feet is what we want. We're back at 250 knots. Any other speed limits we need to be aware of? Not really. We'll think about slowing down a little bit more in a minute or two. Our VREF is 135 at flaps 40 is what we're going to plan on. There's a glide slope already. We've got IPAL 27.2 miles out now we are. Yeah, we've been going 3.5 hours now, Astro, yeah. Definitely holiday vibes flying this route with TUI today, I think. That wind's completely dropped off now as well, which is good. Set that heading bug round towards where we're going to be heading in a minute. 238 roughly. That'll do. Vertical speed, let's just have that at 1,000 feet per minute now. Not slightly less. Now why this keeps juddering, because it seems to have frozen again. Anyway, when it comes back we're going to start slowing down. 220 knots will be our next speed. Let's go back 220. There we go. There's 1,000 to go. Doug, it does it for you. You have top of descent already planned in the flight plan. You set your altitude. Once it reaches to it, it'll just start going down by itself. Bavum's 2 miles. We got 300 feet to lose from there. From Bavum we can go down to 2,500 feet. If you leave it in VNAV, yes it will air dog. If not, like we've done, I've just changed the vertical speed now because we're going a little bit too fast. But we can, let's get Volok ready. There you go, there's the localizer. And around we go. Just increase that just a smidge. VNAV is just up there. VNAV, LNAV, VNAV. Hit the button. Oh, look how we're looking out here. Look at this. Dog, it can if you put there's a VNAV coupling option in the EFB and the CRJ. If you turn on the VNAV button, you'll get the VNAV button just over here somewhere, I think, in the CRJ, if I remember rightly. Palma, we need to go down just a little bit faster. Actually, we could probably arm glide slope, and that should start us up. Right, flap wise, so there's 1,000 to go. Flap wise, let's have some flaps. Can we get flaps out now? I think we can. There they come. Two 20 knots. 200. Where's that back? 2,500. Let's get rid of the music for now. Let's listen to these call outs. Yeah, sure, speed dog. I will. Air dog, sorry, speed dog. Ever so slightly fast. There we go. That was the reason why I hadn't pulled the flap leader far enough. There we go. There's the glide slope coming in. We're on the localizer. There's the runway. Glide slope. We can go another notch of flaps in a minute. Back to 160. 160 till 4 DME is normally a good reference. We're at 9 DME now. We have another notch of flaps. There they go. Oh shit, not like that. That was too many flaps all at once. That is my thrust lever not set up for the flaps. Let that gear down, slow down. Why won't that noise go away? Ah! Weird. Why won't that go away? There we are. That was my, because I've got a TCA Airbus one, my flaps aren't quite set up with the flap positions in this.
1,000.
Anyway, VREF 135. Let's have it 140. Flaps now, can they come down? Yes they can. There we go. Flap 15. Gears down. There's the runway. Now if my auto throttle will disconnect, that'll be useful. I don't know if it will. I'm hoping it will. And flaps full. That's our VREF speed there. Look at that, 4.6 miles. So I'm hoping if we get my autopilot disconnect button will work. I'm going to go take this for a spin. Now reverses I don't think will work.
Traffic. Traffic.
Really? Where? I'm not on any servers or anything like that, so I don't know why it's called on traffic. Let's have a quick look outside. Dude, look at that. Here we go. We're going to have our first landing. So this is the first time I've landed this. You guys are saying it's the first time as I'm doing this.
Approaching minimums.
2 whites, 2 reds.
Minimums.
Minimums continue. A little bit wobbly. Apart from that, right. Will my autopilot come out? That's the question. It will.
100. 50. 30. 20.
Oh, wobbles.
10.
Oh, shit the bed. That was not the best. Let me get rid of that autopilot horn. Anyway, guys, we made it. We made it. Kinda. 70 knots. That was not the way I wanted to try and arrive then. Definitely wobbly. Definitely wobbly. However, for the first time I've flown that, that is not too bad. Autopilot's off. We have arrived. We'll get rid of the flaps. But yeah, pretty cool. All in all, I really enjoyed that. Oh, it's kind of safe. Yeah, I think we made a touchdown with one wheel more than the other. However, but we'll come off. We'll get parked up. We have arrived. That was the first landing. We'll look on Volante to see what the landing rate was all about. Not entirely sure that'll be any good, but I think with practice we'll get there, like we did in the Airbus. But yeah, anyway, that was awesome. I'm so glad I paid for it. I'm so glad I waited up last night to actually buy it as well. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. If you like the 737, then I would, if I were you, I would go buy it. Definitely go buy it. Shut up, takeoff on config. Yeah. If you have any doubts, I will highly recommend this. Once I get my I need to go and reconfigure the controls again, I think, in this, because they're not quite right. But yeah, pretty cool nonetheless. We were certainly getting blown around quite well on the way in. We're going to take that stand straight ahead of us, and we'll assess the situation. Oop. But guys, welcome for the first time in the 737-700 down to Palma in Mallorca. VNAV did this thing when it got us down quicker than we thought, so that was quite good. Bit of vertical speed towards the end. Was pretty cool as well. All works well. Every single system you would hope to work from Pmdg aircraft does work. But like I said, I'm not entirely sure why my ND did stop working. However, we will come bring it to a stop somewhere about there. Let's go chuck on the parking brake. And guys, there we are. Down in Mallorca. Parked up on stand. Ooh. Our inaugural flight. Just get the checklist, we'll do the shutdown, and then we'll have a look at Balanta. Where's the checklist going? Not that one. Here it is. So, after landing, checklist. Flaps are up, speed brake's been retracted, transponders off, position lights steady. Let's go back into there and we'll do all this. And we can nip up to the overhead. Position lights to steady. Where are we at now? Taxi lights, they can come off. APU start and bleed. APU bleed. APU start. Probe heat off, which is up here. All of those can come off. Hopefully we should have APU starting to burn up, which spin up, which it is. So look, auto brake to off. Let's go and sort that out. Auto brake to off. Upon arrival, taxi lights off, APU generator set and check, and parking brake set. Which it is. There's the APU. So shut down, fuel levers off, anti-collision lights off, so it's nip down here. Fuel levers, 1, 2, off. APU gen, actually we should have had them on. Oh yeah. Shush. Well, why won't you stop? Oh, there. Why won't that stop then? Flight director's off. Auto throttle's off. There we go. So, I think what they say is 2 blues, 1 red, engines are dead. And there we are. Made it. Get all of these off. All of that off. APU's running. And guys, there we are. Let's go and grab Balanta and have a look at this this flight. So yeah, start in Newcastle all the way down over France. There was our descent. Looked good all the way in. All the way in and then down. Right, what do you reckon the landing rate was then? Any idea? Because I don't think it was that good. It's got to be in the 300s, if not slightly more, I reckon. Let's have a look. Oh, 209. Oh, there we go. First landing, not too bad. Not so bad. Yeah, 209 at 118 knots. So yeah, there we go. Awesome. So that's at nearly 4 hours of streaming this morning so far. That is, I really enjoyed that. Let's go and get the doors open. Let's get these passengers off. And then we can go and do some other stuff. PMG setup. Actually, it's aircraft actions, isn't it? Doors. Left doors open. Let's get them all open. And then we can go and get... will the jet bridge connect through this? Let's have a look. Aircraft. Jetway. Oh, it will. It will. Not sure why we nipped in the airplane, but in the airport, sorry. Perfect, look at that. That's what you'd expect. And we can, if we leave that alone, if we nip back in here a second, sorry, this one, we can go to ground services, we can go, oh, we need to set the chocks. We can, next page, maintenance van request a fuel truck, forward galley request, aft galley request, cabin cleaning, and passenger entry jetway. So there we are. So if we look outside now, we should have some stuff turning up. All the PMG catering trucks are coming. I've actually opened the emergency overwing exit as well. You can see they open up. See straight through there now. And the back as well. But yeah, passengers are getting off there. No one's jumping out over the wings. We'll get the caterings coming. And the assistants. We could if we wanted to. Let's just nip back there. Let's go and request the... ground services, request power unit. We could get ground power. We can get some fuel as well. So we've got 7.3 tons we arrive with. So we use 5.6 tons getting down. We should have tried the hold out as well, shouldn't we, really? But yeah, anyway, there we are. We have made our inaugural flight in this. So what time are we at? Actually, how long did that take us? I've forgotten to look at that. So we need to take 10 minutes off that. So 2 hours 31. So we touched down. When did we touch down? Does this tell us when we touched down? No. Oh, there we go. Block time was 2 hours 48. Flight time actual was 2 hours 26. So the actual flight, real flight, did it in 2 hours and 18 minutes. So we were 8 minutes slower than the actual flight this morning. There we are. Jet bridge is gone. Passengers are off. The plane is being serviced. But guys, there we are. It is now 25 to 1 in the afternoon. I'm going to have to go and have some lunch because I'm starving. But guys, thank you for coming along. Air Dog, buddy. You will be happy with that. Thank you ever so much, Air Dog, for your $6.16 tip earlier on as well. And thank you for coming in. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I'll have to go have something to eat and then get my boys from school a bit later on. But hopefully later on tonight we'll come back and we're going to have another flight in the 737 as well. There we are. Perfect. Leave it like that, I reckon, guys. But yeah, there we go. Thank you ever so much for coming along, guys. Thanks for the new subs on YouTube, the follows on Twitch, everyone that came in to watch this first look stream of the 737. Guys, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning time, evening time, wherever it is in the world you're watching. I will see you in a live stream, hopefully again a little bit later today when we take this beauty back out for another flight or two. But for now, guys, take care and I'll see you all later on.